Today, Trailblazers, we're ranking every single player. Your brand spanking new, broken, rank 1, foot champs debatable in the pine. It is free to subscribe. Let your feelings and opinions be heard in the comment section. CB's in action. A lot of stats, but there's some fraudulent activity. Maybe could be an early pine. Bon Madi. Now with the finesse, you gotta do what you gotta do. Broken, indeed. Brilliant in the middies. Also, back-to-back Ballon d'Or. Congratulations! So much pace. But you're still not gonna have some of the turning. You've got to put it into motion. You got to put her on the end of a through ball if you really want to maximize the pace bump or the boost. You can do some things if you're nice with the speed boost, but connectivity-wise, if anything, it's slowed down a little bit. The patches have reduced how effective it can be unless you're just instant unleashing, which I'm not seeing used as much as I would have anticipated outside of the high-level players. Bastoni, put some respect on his name, rank 1. Job, we're talking the second Bellingham. You can also Evo this 85 for free to an 86. I've been using him off the bench. He kind of has similar issues to Jude Bellingham, where he's more of a center attacking midfielder, but with the chip through balls and the knockdowns, you still got the size. You can work with that. A lot of pace, gonna join the debate. If anything, you're going to use him more as a super sub. Brema also joining. Broken, another big upgrade. This has been the year of the Brema, if that makes any sense saying it out loud. It's the best he's ever been in an FC installment, from his gold item to now the informs, all the way up to the Trailblazers, and potentially additional promos. That's the pathway that he's on. Lucy Bronze, now we're using her. Finally, with the pace increase, that was important. And you don't have a deep dive of right backs unless you're paying hefty prices in terms of getting premium output. That's how I feel. Jonathan David, and I don't know where I'm at in terms of the SBC. I'm still leaning him into foot champs, the 5-star weak foot, proof of concept, previous track record, physical specimen, but 90,000 to 100,000 coins for what the market has sort of been having in terms of availability. You got to have the fodder and you got to have the links, but I'm going foot champs. I'm not changing it up. Diaz with the smoke show out wide. Very quick footwork, no doubt about it. I always find myself asking for just a tad bit more, but he's still clear. Rank 1, a true winger's winger. Speaking of, Dembele, 5-star, absolutely rapid, quick step. A lot of deception up front, can take you on. Skills and cancellations and combinations. He's always been somewhat superb on the virtual pitch. Duran. I packed him and then I sold him. Maybe that's the review to the debate. If anything, I'm gonna have to start moving some people into the pine. Also, if you're new to these parts, end of the video, full review of every player and placement, and sometimes we add additional tiers. Gabby, another big upgrade, 6'3", aerial for a playstyle plus. You love to see it. Garcia as a holding mid. I've got her in the debate. I don't believe in every stat line, but she has a playstyle plus for bruiser. She's also got jockey. She's 6 foot or 6'1". She commands a certain presence. The biggest question might be around links and building a team with chemistry. Grace, reliable, but always under the radar. Typically, you don't have to spend an extra bag in order to make the pickup, and she'll give you a collective in the midfield. Grimaldo, I'm so happy to have him back into motion. I don't know if I'm reaching, if it's a bias, but because he could move previously, he had no pace, and out wide, you have to have that. And his facilitation and his touches have always been creme de la creme for that position. This individual, I could put into motion. Erling Haaland, only one place to be. Unorthodox, big body type, wins everything, big playstyle adjustment as well. Now having rapid as a playstyle plus, now you're gonna pay for that premium, but it does give him a new level of separation. I hate going up against this item. He plays so well within different conditions. Gets to everything. You need a bounce back. You need a favorable animation on a chip through ball. You need to split the defense. Something out of nothing. He's got that. Hemp, I'm a fan. Definitely good enough for the weekend. There's an extended laundry list of goalkeepers I would take in front of Garcia. No disrespect to the pine. I'm also bringing him down to the pine. My apologies. Kvaratskhelia has been ruining me this weekend. People that have him know how to use him for sure. Bit of a floating attacker when he's at his best. Playmaker, interchangeability, multiple roles, out wide, centrally, even a false 9-esque type of feel. Would recommend. Alejandro, that's gonna be a no, absolutely not. Winger with 84 pace, not cutting it, at least not on the virtual pitch. RB Leipzig, basically a free SBC, throwing some fodder. Foot champs it up. I'm getting out of the debate. He's not got one of those super brawly feels, a little bit leaner for a center back, but he's been playing overpowered. Dennis the man, the Romanian. You see what I did there? Dad jokes 101. We'll go debatable, a lot of pace, plenty of it. Lorente is such a damn good all-arounder. My first instinct says rank 1, but you have to have roles for him to succeed in because he's not going to be a traditional winger, so you almost need to play him as more of a defensive outside midfielder, maybe a right back, even centrally if you're going for that box-to-box approach. That feels right. Marmouche, growing in popularity, got some skills on him, got some pace, got the power shot plus, which I cannot stress the importance or the way that you can take advantage or abuse the power shot plus. Just dangerous. Enzo, don't think you need him, but if you wanted to try out someone new, so be it. We'll throw him into the debate. 88 pace out wide, probably not changing your team. Musiala is confusing because his ability and the separation, I love it. I would just tell you to buy the 87. The SBC is so overpriced. The upgrade is not enough. But a spade is a spade, a heart is a heart, and Musiala, I don't think I'd complete, but I'd still have him rank 1. I like him that much. Nico, and I understand if you have affiliation in real life on the pitch, but this is the virtual pitch, and that's 69 to 84, fraudulent activity everywhere. Count it. Cole Palmer having quite the year. I would recommend going after that 87 SBC. It's not that big of an upgrade, but the price tag is at least 4 to 5 times. Either way, Palmer's been on one. Pop, some of you will be able to use it for the weekend. Others will say absolutely not. She's not going to give you the separation or the skills or some of that bravado that you're looking for, but she's still a 90 overall and can finish from everywhere. Am I being crazy? I'm screaming out debate, but I'm going to lean her into foot champs. And some of the physicality, because of the size, you lose out on some of those bennies. If she was 6'4", we'd be talking about this differently. Pulisic, he's cooking. Absolutely rank 1. I will hear no Pulisic slandered this year. He has been performing. That man has been a menace for AC Milan. You love to see it. Back to Spain. I think the stats are not real. I just put him into the pine. Rafinha, similar position. I'm almost conflicted. Like Musiala, the price tag of the SBC is horrific. It doesn't make sense. It's not logical. It's not practical. But his ability, it's there. The extracurricular is there, but I cannot justify that price tag. It hurts me. Robinson, we'll get you to the weekend. I've been seeing him in motion, happy about it. Trinity Rodman, good to go. Absolute zooming pace. A little bit of that trickster action, fake shots, and takeoffs. If you know, then you know. Elias not turning heads. We'll go to the pine. Samba in goal. I just don't think you need these goalkeepers. The primetime goalkeepers, or the high-rated guys outside of icons, really aren't expensive. Stanway, sort of slept on. Get her into a foot champs category. If you need a midfielder, you do have to have women on the pitch or some sort of linking capabilities. She's also a bit of a particular midfielder. Tons of stats, and they're the real deal. But she's maybe 5'4" or 5'5". She is straight out of the pro club's script. No question about it. Vinny Jr., only one place for him to live. In broken, and maybe he needs his own category. He is the best with the speed dribbles and the separation and going from 0 to 100. We're talking Ferrari-esque type with Vinny this year. Zakaria, big fan, like him in the midfield, holding mid 101, high sprint speed, a lot of presence, wide shoulder, big body, he's brawly. Will win the confrontations. It's what you bought into, it's what you asked for. Before we start moving individuals, if you want to set up like this, bright lights, camera, mic, everything Elgato, that is linked down below. If you want to make any pickups, let's get into a review. The Pine, it's not moving. The debate, I don't know that it's moving. We could add to the debatable. Foot champ, some of y'all might say Bellingham doesn't give you enough, but I like that you can upgrade him for the free. I like Jonathan David still for the weekend. Marmouche been crushing souls. Pop, I told you so much about her. We might not have movements in foot champs either. I do want to create a separate category at the top. We've done things like this before, but I'm just creating a separate category for Vinny. His price tag isn't close to the others. It's not by coincidence. There is maybe a touch of rarity, but he's just that much better. Holland is also quite interesting because with rapid, similar to Vinny, but now with this 6'4" or 6'5" body type, he could change the game. Rank 1, anyone that needs to go up or needs to go down. This might be the least amount of movement we've ever had, which just means I feel good about it. You can let me know in the comments. That is every single Trailblazer ranked in full. And if new players are released, feel free to ask me. As always, I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.